Hello guys and welcome to or back to my channel. It's your gal Amelia Goldsmith, also known as Amelia_fit, and I do fitness, fashion, beauty, lifestyle content. So in today's video we are going to talk about body dysmorphia and all of my experiences with it. As always, we've got our food, so it's basically a mukbang. If you're new here, I'm starting this series. It's basically part of my Munch with Millie series where I am doing like short sit down videos, eating my favorite food, hopefully helping you guys who are watching. So today on the menu we have got vegan mac and cheese, gorgeous, and it's actually already cold because I've just been faffing around and doing nothing. So before we get into this video, grab a snack, grab some food, grab whatever you want and enjoy the video. Okay, so disclaimer, I am not a professional doctor. Everything that I will be talking about is going to be based on my experience and my knowledge with everything that I've gained literally just through experience. I have done a psychology degree, so I have learned a lot about this stuff, but it's nowhere near enough to diagnose anyone who's watching this. So please just bear that in mind. If you do relate to anything that I'm about to say, then go talk to someone, talk to your parents, talk to a doctor, more specifically and more importantly, and just get help, because that is very important. So I just need to have a little munch. So I'm just gonna get straight into it. So body dysmorphia is a very obscure thing to experience. I think a lot of people do experience it without them even knowing. Basically, body dysmorphia is where you constantly worry about your appearance, but not just like, oh, my hair's not looking great today. It's very mentally damaging, and it can take over your whole mind. A lot of the time you don't even notice that you're experiencing it. For me, my experience with body dysmorphia is that I just, for 8 years of my life, I thought that what my body actually looked like was just completely different to what I saw in the mirror. Again, without me even knowing though. So I would look in the mirror and I would think that my legs were big. I would think that I didn't have abs. I would think that I needed to lose weight. And it was very much focused on my body, not really my face, but my body. Yeah, it made me constantly check my appearance every single day. It made me look in the mirror. Any reflection that I saw, I'd lift up my top and just see if there were abs. I would just be constantly analysing my body, literally all day. And I would always try and do something about it. So whether that was going to the gym more, like say if I woke up one day, looked in the mirror, didn't like what I saw, I would gym for longer that day, or I'd do more steps that day, or I'd restrict more food that day. So I'd always change my habit depending on what I saw in the mirror. So yeah, it's definitely a mental health illness or disorder, and I didn't know anything about it. I don't think it's talked about enough, and I think considering how prevalent it is in today's society, I think it needs to be spoken about way more. So I never saw how skinny I was. So I experienced really damaging body dysmorphia. Trigger warning, I was very underweight. So please bear that in mind. Don't aspire to be like that. I was very unhealthy, very unhappy. I've done so many videos about it. But yeah, I'll insert some pictures here. I couldn't tell you why. I can't really tell you the cause of it. Like, I think it's still very unknown, and yeah, there's no like direct cause to body dysmorphia, but I think social media has a lot to do with it. I mean, I was very insecure about my tummy. I'd always think that it just wasn't flat, and I just never accepted the fact that I literally had my organs in my tummy and held food there. And so with all these thoughts, it just made my body dysmorphia so much worse, like day by day. Some days it was way more louder, other days it wasn't. Something quite important, my memory of having body dysmorphia is always like filled with how I only focused on one part of my body, which was my abs, my stomach, and that resulted in me looking at every other element of my body and my face, and I would focus so much on one bit that it would look distorted to me, and it would look uneven or asymmetrical or just not lean enough or just very distorted, and I never ever saw those elements come together and see the whole picture. I would only ever focus on the one thing. And I think that really made my body dysmorphia really bad, because looking at one thing isn't showing you the whole picture. It's not showing you as a whole. If you're not seeing yourself as one whole ensemble, one whole element, then of course you're going to think little different things are distorted. Of course you're going to think that they don't fit together, because you're not looking at the whole thing. Does that make any sense? I hope that does. Yeah, that really did not help. And when I first realized that I had body dysmorphia and I wasn't overweight or any of these like horrible things I was telling myself I was, it was when I actually let my body change. So basically how I see it is that I was stuck in this capsule when I was underweight, and the only way to get out of that capsule was to change that capsule. So it was to like come out of this bodysuit and get changed into another bodysuit. So this is what I was doing when I was gaining weight. As body was changing, I was stepping out of this old body dysmorphic suit and stepping into a newer, better bodysuit with a new set of eyes and a whole new perspective. And that allowed me to see what my old body actually was like. And that's the only way I can describe it. Like, that's the only way from my experience is how I can see it and how I can explain it. So I guess there's no like specific way of coming out of that body dysmorphia. It's kind of just having to accept that your body is what it is and loving it unconditionally and listening to other people around you. I think is really important. Stop doubting yourself. Just try and not see everything in such a narrow vision. Try to see not everything is black and white. Like, search for good things that you love and stop searching for other people's approval, and stop thinking that you need to have a specific body type to gain approval from others and from yourself as well. Like, there's so much more to life and to your personality and to you and to your friends than what your body looks like and what your face looks like. Also, I think what's really important is that, sorry, oh my god, my food's getting cold. Also, I think what's really important is that feeling insecure and having body dysmorphia are different. So everyone, you know, can feel insecure. Everyone has those days where they're not feeling their full self. But body dysmorphia is different. It is really when it really takes over your mind, and it's every day, but it just changes in intensity. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that that was quite clear. But yeah, I think it's such a hard disorder to wrap your head around and to overcome, because the main thing about body dysmorphia is that you don't believe anyone else. Like, you really see everything in such a narrow-minded view, and you convince yourself that what you're thinking is what you're seeing in the mirror, and it literally changes your sight. Like, it generally does. Like, you seriously see something so different to what other people see, and it is just bizarre. It just shows how powerful the mind is. If you're constantly checking yourself in the mirror, you're constantly checking your body, you're constantly, you know, trying to change your appearance or feeling very self-conscious all the time, and you're constantly looking at certain elements of your body or your face, then really, really, really please go speak to someone. It's such a horrible thing to experience, and I think I could safely say that I don't have that anymore. Obviously I have days where I feel insecure, but my new body has come with a new set of eyes, and that's why weight gain has been so magical for me, is because seriously my life has changed, my whole perspective has changed, and now I look back on my old body and really see how so I'm gonna get emotional, and I don't know why. I can really see how hateful I was to myself and how controlling I was, and how literally I would just not listen to anyone in regards to like how I looked, or like if anyone was trying to make me feel better, it would just not help one bit. And I was just so naive, and just, I literally had glasses on. Like, I was blind. I was generally blind. I was so blind. So yeah, I guess the way I overcame it was by gaining weight, and I will link the video here of my weight gain video. And remember that you are beautiful no matter what anyone says, no matter what you think. You are beautiful and you are good enough, and there is so much more to you than what your body looks like. People are your friends because of your personality, because of how you treat people, because of your past, because of your presence, and not because of what you look like. Remember that. Anyway, that's everything I know, everything I've experienced, and I guess you just have to remember that what you see and what you think you see in the mirror is really not what everyone else sees. That's literally it. And I know sometimes a lot of people say that and you're just like, well, you don't believe it. And I was like that person. I would listen to people talk about this and be like, yeah, but it's nice to look good, or like, and I'd always just like convince myself that what I was hearing from other people was just not true, and that I was always right in what I was thinking. I would never ever consider anyone else's views or judgments. So yeah, if you're like that, then I'm literally here telling you that snap out of it, be more open-minded and listen to other people and just stop mirror checking. So yeah, anyway, that's the end of my video. I'm gonna finish my very cold mac and cheese, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do like these videos, please hit that like and subscribe button. I love seeing this family grow. Sending my love to you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah.